Wow, 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 wow. Wow. They did it. They actually did it. Come on in, everybody. I just want to really brief recap stream today. So first of all, I was at work for almost the whole first half, so I wasn't able to record the radio highlights. No, it's not a new haircut. I need to get a haircut. It's a mess. So I wasn't able to record the radio stuff for the first half. But when I got home, they were doing the halftime recap show. And it was, they do like a highlight reel on the radio for the halftime show. But it's kind of shitty because they don't include like half the stuff that happened. Like they only had the touchdowns, like, and it's like 5-second clips for each of them of Gene's calls, and it has this loud background music playing. So, if I'll include the first two interceptions. I think it was Avante David and Shaquille Barrett. But there won't be Gene Deckerhoff's commentary for those, unfortunately, because the radio's halftime highlight reel didn't include them, and I was at work at the time. So I do have everything. I recorded Gene's calls for everything from the second half. So everything from the fourth touchdown drive until the end of the game, I was able to record it live. But everything before that, the first 3 touchdowns, the 2 interceptions in the first half, I wasn't home to record them, unfortunately. The way my work is right now, like, my fucking boss is scheduling me every single Sunday open to close for like 8 hours by myself. So I've thought about bringing my easy clap. I thought about bringing my laptop to work and like using the hotspot on my phone to record the highlights. But on Sundays I'm always like super busy, so I think I'm just gonna have to. It is what it is. Like the first half of the highlights are gonna be kind of shitty, so just be warned in advance. But I'm gonna like do a little quick intro to the video to explain to just that I wasn't able to record Gene's calls, so I had to use what the radio halftime show gave me. Anyway, long disclaimer aside, really good game for the Bucks today. A lot of people, like radio and stuff, media, especially locally, will, like after a win for any of the local teams, nobody wants to call in to talk about it. But after a bad loss like last week, everybody wants to call in and talk shit about how bad the team is. I talk shit about the team when they get clowned on like they did last week. But I gotta give them props too when they play really well like they did this week. There was still a lot of shaky stuff going on. Like it wasn't dominant at some parts, but they get up to 21-0 lead. They don't completely blow it. So they go into the half up 11 or 7. I can't remember. But anyway, I think it was 11. 11 points at the halftime they lead. The Rams look really good at certain points, like the fourth quarter. Both teams were just going crazy in the fourth quarter. But the Bucks still, even when the Rams got it down to a 5-point deficit for them, they still managed to hold on. And for the first time in a long time that I can remember, the Bucks had like a really like exclamation point moment at the end of the game on defense, where they force the fumble and then they score off of it. I can't remember the last time they had a play like that. Like, of course, in week 2 against the Panthers, they stopped them on the goal line, but that wasn't like a splash play kind of thing, like that made you say like, holy fuck, dude. But yeah, so defense, I don't think they were, on paper it doesn't look amazing, but they forced 4 turnovers, I think. Yeah, 3 interceptions and a fumble recovered for a touchdown, and one of the interceptions was a pick six. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was Levante David just returned it for into the red zone. But anyway, they look good by the standard of the Rams. Are usually a really good offense, and I can't remember another team this season, getting after like Jared Goff as much as the Bucs did today. So all that matters is they won, obviously, and the offense looked really, really good, and the defense looked good for the caliber of offense they were going against. And again, Shaquille Barrett played really good again. He's been crazy good. And Sue makes his first like really big play in a Bucs uniform, I think, to seal it. But yeah, really, really fun game to watch. I was super pessimistic about how this was gonna go leading up to it, and I was really nervous all day. I hate these late games where they play at like 4 or whatever, because I just watch Red Zone all day and I'm just worrying about how the Bucs game is gonna go at 4 o'clock. So at least this week it went good. The Bucs are 500 again, which is tied for first in the NFC South. There's a 3-way tie in the NFC South for first place. The Bucs, their Saints, and the Panthers are all 2-2, and then you got the Fail Clowns are 1-3. So going pretty okay-ish. Hey, what's up, Scootaloo? For anyone who's just joining, I'll recap it right before I end the stream, actually. Yeah, the refs were pretty terrible. The amount of penalties was pretty even on both teams, but I thought the gravity of the penalties that were called on the Bucs in a lot of situations was really lopsided. Like fucking roughing the snapper. I mean, I'm sure it's in the rule book, but has anyone ever heard that called before? Because I fucking haven't. Roughing the snapper. And man, I know Jameis got a call on the roughing the passer in his favor, but my fucking god, dude, the whole body weight falling on the quarterback thing is the weakest shit, and they've just been going crazy with that for the last 2 years. Like, it's literally, if split second, if the ball's out of the quarterback's hand and he gets hit or whatever, if a guy goes to sack him and he still gets the ball out but he falls on him, like, any of that shit's so fucking weak. Like, they expect these defensive players to defy gravity or something and fucking levitate off the top of the quarterback. It's really weak. Raised wild card game. I'm sure I will. Hopefully it goes well. The last 2 games, I didn't get to watch them because the Bucs game today, and then I was working all day yesterday, so I didn't get to watch these last 2 Rays games. So I don't know if they were just letting off the gas or whatever, but they lost pretty bad in both these last 2 games. So hopefully aren't like out of rhythm or whatever going up against the Athletics on I think it's Wednesday, right? Am I a Gators fan? I went to community college, so I don't have any sworn allegiance to a college team. So I just watch different Florida college teams. Like, I like all of them pretty equally, except like I don't dislike Miami, but I just think they're boring. But like FSU, UF, and I know that's like blasphemy or whatever. UCF, USF, when they're entertaining to watch, which hasn't been a thing the last couple of years now. But yeah, I just like college football. I don't have any one team that I root for, but I do like the Gators. And I think that they, when Felipe Franks is healthy, I don't think they should start him again. That kid's a fucking bum. This backup's way better. Do I think Decibel White is coming back next week? I don't know, man. Hopefully. Anything helps on the defense. And he was practicing this week or whatever, so if he didn't come back this week, I think next week would be most logical. You're from the UK and you love all the Tampa Bay teams. Cool, man. Have you ever been to Tampa? I know there's a lot of people, especially Lightning fans, that live abroad that that posts about going to the Lightning games. Like they visit Florida and go to Lightning game, and they'll post about it on the Lightning subreddit. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, are you going to the game against the Panthers in London? I know the UK is big or whatever, so I'm sure you're probably not near London or something, but oh, you are going, cool. That seems like it'd be a unique experience. But yeah, I'm just waiting on the NFL channel to upload the highlights from this game, and hopefully they're not like super crazy, like chopped up. I don't know if anyone who watches my videos notices, like, I like to have a decent amount of like lead in to like the plays. Like the NFL channel will put like the clip starts and the ball's like already fucking been snapped and shit, and like the running back's like already halfway to the end zone and shit like that. But I like to give it like 5 or 10 seconds before they snap the ball, just so there's like it's not so like jarring or whatever. But I use this app called Clip It that like has you can record like 30-second clips from a live TV broadcast, and the Bucks game wasn't the Fox thing this week. The game that was featured on Fox on the Clip It app. So I gotta use the Bucks or the NFL YouTube channel's highlights, and then put Gene's calls over it. Yeah, 55 points. That's a good number. No, I don't have Game Pass. I only have internet, so I just use like I'll say illegitimate methods for watching stuff. Take that for what you will. I don't have cable because I'm fucking cheap, so I just internet only. Yeah, you gotta probably pay for that though, right? I have ways to watch it, but I don't have ways to record it, you know? I don't have ways to record the video, so I need to get the video from somewhere and use that as well as the radio highlights that I record. look into working for the Bucks in their media department. I would probably get arrested, honestly, for piracy or whatever. I don't really do any crazy editing either. I just take clips of video and then put audio over it. So I do think that they should. A couple of years ago, they like heavily featured Gene Deckerhoff's commentary in their highlight recaps of the games. And for a while, I actually just re-uploaded those videos when I was first starting because they were so good. But then out of nowhere, they must have hired someone else or something to make their videos because they just altogether stopped using him in the highlights. And it's literally just the same highlights you see on NFL Network or ESPN or whatever with the TV commentator. And like the TV commentators are fine, but I think that Gene Deckerhoff is like a unique persona or whatever that they should take advantage of, you know? Especially, I'd say he's like a beloved figure among Bucks fans, especially locally, who listen to the game on the radio. So I don't know why they stopped doing that. I thought it was really unique compared to, you know, you can get Bucks highlights with Dick Stockton or whoever the fuck is on Fox calling the games anywhere. You can get them on the NFL website, the NFL YouTube channel, ESPN, Fox Sports. Like, I don't know why they just stopped doing something that was made it unique from everywhere else. You could watch the highlights. And that's the main reason I still make the videos, even though they're not as high quality as the one you can get elsewhere or whatever. I think it's still unique. And I think Gene is fun to listen to. Hey, thanks, Scootaloo. Alright, see you, Finn. Thanks for hanging out. And have fun at the Bucks game against the Panthers in London. That should be fun. I don't think the defense is trash. I think the Rams have a really good offense. And they still managed to create a lot of turnovers. Yeah, no problem, Finn. See ya. Did the NFL YouTube channel upload the highlights yet? I don't think he drinks. I think he's just old. Let's see. Yeah, the NFL channel uploaded. They're fast. They must have people who make these things as the game goes on. Or maybe it's like a machine or something. Some robot makes the highlight videos. But it's almost 14-minute highlight video, so I gotta find 4 minutes maybe of highlights I can use for my video. But I guess I should start working on that. For the people who just joined, what's up, first of all? Second, I made a little disclaimer at the beginning of the stream, but in case you weren't here for it, I was at work for the first half of the game, so I wasn't able to record Gene's highlights from the first half of the game for the most part. So I was able to record some stuff from the halftime show, but it has like this loud music that 98 Rock plays in the background, and they're really short clips, and it's only the first 3 touchdowns they played on the halftime show. So the first interception and the second interception weren't included in the highlights of Gene's calls. So those are just going to be the TV commentator on those. But everything from the 4th touchdown on, I was able to record Gene's commentary. So It's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag on this video, but 70-ish% of it will be Gene's calls. So I don't know if maybe I should make the title a little different or something than normal, but yeah, that's just what I got to do though. I'm working like every Sunday now, which kind of sucks, and I usually get off right after the first half ends. Well, I'm about to leave, Finn, so go to sleep or whatever you had to do. It's probably late over there, right? Barefoot Joe. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate the kind words, Joe. And hey, your number at the end of your name is how many points the Bucks scored today. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks as always for hanging out, guys. Glad we had a positive post-game stream today for the first time in a couple weeks. But I gotta make the video now. It's gonna be a little bit scuffed, but better than nothing, I guess. So thanks as always for hanging out, guys. You're all cool people. Look forward to the video being up in the next couple hours here. And see you guys later. Thanks for your support as always, guys. See ya.